Hey, first graders, welcome to Reading Today. Today we're going to be finishing up our book, My Librarian is a Camel. Mrs. Spears will give you directions on what you're going to do today in your journal. You will be doing some writing. She's going to tell you about a handout that you will need, but you will not need it. You will only need your journal. Listen carefully to what Mrs. Spears tells you in the directions, and then watch the video of me on the next slide in your lesson today, and I will explain exactly what you're going to do. All right, listen carefully.
Hello friends, and welcome back to Wit and Wisdom in Sync. My name is Tanisha Spears and I'm excited to get back into our work for today. For this lesson, you will need handout 16A, Focusing Question Task 3 Prompt. Pause the video now if you need to gather that handout. We have been spending time building our knowledge and thinking about how people around the world get books. And I want you to think about all that you've learned from the book, My Librarian is a Camel. And I want you to think about what it has taught you about how people around the world get books. Because in your third focusing question task, you will answer this question with information from the text. Now what I'd like you to do is pause the video to get handout 16A. It looks like what you see on the screen. Now, read the directions along with me. Describe how children get books in your section of My Librarian is a Camel by answering the question using evidence from the photographs. How do people in this country get books? Be sure to include write complete sentences, capitalize proper nouns, use end punctuation. I want to remind you that if you have the sentence chart or the evidence organizer that we have previously used on how children borrow books, you could use that to help you while you are completing the prompt. Okay, now I want you to watch me and how I respond to the focusing question task prompt by using evidence from the front cover and the sentence chart on the next slide. Looking at the front cover, I see that children are reading books on or near camels. So I know that children get books from camels in this country. But I am not sure what country this is. So if I look back at the chart that we have seen before, I see a camel. And if I look across, I see that children can borrow books from camels in Mongolia. Now, you may be thinking, I haven't heard about Mongolia, and you'd be right. This book describes lots of countries that we haven't been able to talk about. But Mongolia is another country where some children get books by a camel. Okay, now I'm ready to write my sentence. Can you think of what sentence I might write? Share with your learning partner or just share aloud. Here's the sentence I might write. In Mongolia, some children borrow books from a camel. Now, I'm going to check my sentence to make sure it starts with a capital letter and ends with punctuation. And then I'm going to make sure my proper noun is capitalized. And the proper noun in this sentence is Mongolia, because Mongolia is a specific place. Take a look at Assessment 16A, Focusing Question Task 3, that you see on the screen. You will complete this assessment with your classroom teacher. But let's just read the directions together so that you know what you're going to do when your classroom teacher is ready to work with you. Directions. Use evidence from the photographs in your section of the text, My Librarian is a Camel, to describe how children borrow books. Write your paragraph in the space below. Again, you're not going to complete this assessment with me. You are going to complete it with your classroom teacher. All right, fantastic first graders. Nice job today using evidence from the text to help you prepare for your third focusing question task. In our next lesson, we will continue building our knowledge with a new text. So until then, be kind and do something great because you are capable of greatness.